So we just memorized together Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 7, Text 6, which is the verse. We can say it all together, okay? Anarto pasamam shakshad bhakti lokam adoksaje lokasya janato vidvangs chakre satvata sanghitam. So we just memorized that all together for about 10-12 minutes. So now we'll go over the meaning again and then discuss it a little bit. If anyone has any questions, also I'll ask questions while we discuss the sloka. Okay? So, Anartha upasamam shakshad bhakti yogam adoksaje lokasya janato vidvangs chakre satvata sanghitam. So we'll go over it word by word first. Anartha upasamam. Anartha means? Who knows what it means? Anartha. Yeah, unwanted desires. But that's more of like what we understand it to be. Literally what it means is, artha means wealth. And anartha means the opposite. Without wealth. Meaning without value. Artha means value. What is wealth? Wealth is something that you can use to buy something, right? Or it means basically value. Something that has value. Artha means something that has value. Anartha means something that has no value. That's the literal meaning. So when we say, what is the meaning of anartha? You can say that which has no value. And then when they ask you specifically, what do you mean? It means these material desires. These material desires have no value. We learned in the last verse, Martyanam kimutasisa. The last verse we learned, we'll just say it very quickly together. Let's say it together. Okay, you ready? Tulayama lave na pi na svargam na punarbhavam bhagavat. Yes, Bhagavat Sanghi Martyanam kimutasisa. Let's do it one more time. Tulayama lave na pi na svargam na punarbhavam bhagavat Sanghi sangasya Martyanam kim utashisaha. Okay, so even a moment's association with the sadhu, who is Bhagavat Sanghi sangasya, who is himself an associate of Krishna or in relation with Krishna. Sangha means association with attachment, not just like a sadhu is living in one building and a mouse is also living in the same building. Then they have the sadhu's association. No, association with relationship and attachment. This is Sangha. So, Bhagavat Sanghi Sangasya means we want association, Sangasya, of someone who is Sanghi, meaning associate of Krishna, who has love and relationship with Krishna. Then a relationship or a moment's association with such a person, even a moment's association with such a person, cannot be weighed on a scale, cannot be measured in any equal terms with going to heaven, Svargam, with liberation. What to speak of Martyanam kimutasisa, those material benedictions which are meant for those who are ultimately going to die. So anartha, why do we say that anartha is that which has, you can wait 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 3 to 4 is better time. You know, every day we're doing 4 o'clock. Okay, so Martyanam kim utashisa. 10 minutes. Martyanam kim utashisa means anartha has no value. Anartha, no value. Artha, value. Anartha, no value. So Martyanam kim utashisa, benedictions of things which are only for people who are going to die have no value. They are therefore anartha. So anartha, therefore we want to get rid of them. Anartha upasamam. Upasamam means how to get rid of them. Anartha upasamam, what is the process to get rid of anarthas? Shakshad bhakti yogam. The direct process of bhakti yoga. Why is it said shakshad? It could just say bhakti yoga. But sakshad means direct because there's many other processes that are indirect. People follow many indirect processes. They all do hatha yoga, kriya yoga, astanga yoga, karma yoga, gyan yoga. What to speak of anything that's not yoga. Anyhow, yoga is something good. But there are many other processes. But the best process is Shakshat Bhakti Yoga Madoksaje. Direct bhakti, which makes a connection. Yoga means union or connection. Bhakti Yogam Adoksaje, with Krishna who is transcendental. So this word adoksaj is important here. Anartha upasamam, anartha has no value because it has no relation to that which is truth, ultimately, which is adoksaj. Adoksaj is the transcendental Lord beyond matter. The soul also has that spiritual nature, but we are bound in illusion. Therefore, we have forgotten our true existence and we've become attached to what is false reality. That's why we say, Nitai na bolila muke, majilo sangsara suke. If we don't chant the names of Nitai, we can never get Nityananda, pure spiritual happiness for the soul. And majilo sangsara suke will be lost in the so-called happiness of sangsar, worldly family life. That's why another verse we learned talks about Nanda Maharaj said to Gargamuni, Grihinam Dina Chetasam, that you are so merciful to come to us because we are Grihinam Dina Chetasam. We are bound and lost in family life, which is considered, if you're not worshipping God in family life, then it's considered that you're lost in darkness. Grihinam Dina Chetasam. And Prahlad Maharaj also told his father, you are Griham Andakupam, you are in the dark, blind well of family life. So you should try to escape, go to the forest and worship Sri Hari in Vrindavan, like we're all here in Vrindavan now. This is meaning we have followed Prahlad Maharaj's instructions. We're very fortunate. So we should try to follow them perfectly all the way to the end. We followed the first instruction Prahlad gave to his father. But later on he talked all the way up how to get to Bhav Bhakti. So that should also be followed. Okay, so going forward. Anartha upasana shakshat bhakti yogam adoksajay. So we're trying to follow bhakti yoga to adoksaj so that we can be established on the transcendental level where what we perform actually has some value, artha. So then, lokasya ajanato vidvangs. Most people don't know this truth. Lokasya means the general populace. Lokasya. Ajanata. They do not know this. Ajanata vidvangs chakre satvata sanghitam. Therefore, the most learned sage, Vyasdev Vidvangs, compiled Chakre Satvata Sanghitam. This Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the essence of all Vedic literature, because it is Satvat. Satvat means that which is in relation to what is Sat, the supreme absolute truth. The first verse of the Srimad Bhagavatam ends with the line, Satyam Param Dhimahi. I meditate upon that supreme absolute truth, Satyam. That is Sri Krishna. That is the same as the Adoksaj, Bhagavan. And the soul also has that nature. Why in Sastra it said, Amritasya Putra. I am the soul, the son, Amritasya Putra. Putra means the son. So all the scriptures say, we are the children of God. But what is the nature of that God? He is Amritasya. He is immortal. He is beyond matter. He is transcendental. He is Adoksaj. He is Nitya, eternal, Ananda, bliss. Anandamaya Bhyasat. He is always relishing bliss also. And he is the personification of bliss, Raso Vaishaha Krishna. So that is our destiny. Therefore it is said that these anarthas are without value, because for the soul they have no value. Anarthas means things that have no value for the soul. Because the soul is trapped in a lower reality, like in illusion, lost in darkness. And what they think is valuable is really not valuable. That's why in Nitai Padakamala, the song by Nartham, it said, Asatyare satya korimani. They think that which is false is truth. Asat means false, and sat means truth. So asatyare satya korimani. Korimani means to accept. So they accept that which is false as the truth. Therefore, lokasya ajanato. They do not know this secret about the direct process of bhakti yoga. Therefore, Srimad Bhagavatam was compiled by the sage Srila Vyasadeva. So that's why this is very important. So we'll say it one more time together, okay? Ready? Anarto pasamam sakshat bhakti yogam adoksaje lokasya ajanato vidvangs chakre satvata sanghitam. Okay, so now we'll go specifically into the anarthas. What are the four main categories of anarthas? Okay, first before that I'll say, so we heard what is no value for the soul, anartha. Then there's four supposed purusharthas that are generally considered to be valuable. Purush means a human being, and artha means something that actually has value, or a goal, something to strive for, something to work towards. Okay, so that is purushartha. The four purusharthas are dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. some kind of ordinary religious activity for artha, economic development, prosperity, to satisfy your calm sense desires, and ultimately you consider about getting liberation, moksha. These are the 4 purusharthas. But what is pancham purusharthas? These are not really in relationship to the nature of the soul, and they cannot satisfy the soul. The soul will not be happy just by these things. Even moksha, liberation, is only negation of suffering. It is not positive in itself. Moksha is like when you turn a switch on. It was off, now it's on. So moksha is like, it's not even present in there. It's like the middle point in between, when it was going from on to off. But what is the state of being on? What is the positive state? That is not described. So really, to understand moksha is a very high thing. Real moksha means mukti hitvat anyata rupena surupena vyavastati, to be established in your real soul, in your constitutional nature, dharma, in a loving relationship with God. That is real mukti. Otherwise, what people ordinarily think mukti to be, oh, only I'm free from suffering, and that is foolishness. Like you're a prisoner, and you think, I want to get free of jail. But what are you going to do when you're free? If you don't have any plans, then again you'll come back to jail. People who only want to escape. What are you going to do when you escape? So mukti is like escaping suffering in this world. But what's the positive side? It's like, okay, you're turning the switch on. But what are you going to do when you're on? So that's very important to know. Therefore, the real topmost goal of human life is called pancham purushartha. What does that mean? The 5th and topmost goal of life is pancham purushartha, and that is Krishna prem, right? Pure love for Krishna. And what did Mahaprabhu say? Prem dana vina vyarta daridra jivan das kori deha more deha prema dan. The Mahaprabhu said, without the wealth of prem for Krishna, prem dana vina. Vina means without. Prem dan vina vyarta. Vyarta means is completely passed in vain. Vyarta daridra. Daridra means someone who's very poor. And jivan means my life. So my life has passed in complete impoverishment without this wealth of prem. Therefore, please give me this prem and make me your servant, and I will work day and night for you as your slave, just for this wage of your pure love. I will be your ansulka dasika. I will be your servant life after life, but just give me this love. So this is showing the opposite end. We have on one hand anartha, which has no value for the soul, and then the other side we have pancham purushartha, the highest kind of artha. Anartha means, artha is the root of the word, and anartha is its negation. It's saying not artha. Anartha means not artha, like nitya, anitya. Nitya is eternal, anitya is temporary. So when you put a in front in Sanskrit, most words, means it's the opposite, or it's negating it. So anartha means without value. So the topmost artha is Krishna prem. So Mahaprabhu said, without Krishna prem, my life has no meaning. So the only real value for the soul is this pure love for Krishna, because that's its swarup dharma. That's the true nature of the soul that we are striving for. And all the love we're looking for in this world is only temporary, and it is taking what is false to be truth, because it's all temporary relationships and it's all based on calm, selfishness, and lust. What is the definition of lust, and what is the definition of love? So we said Krishna prem. So what is the definition of Krishna prem? And what is the definition of kam? Another verse we need to learn. Atmendriya priti vancha tari boli kam, Krishnendriya priticha tari prema nam. That activity which is done to please the senses and the mind or oneself, that is called kam, lust. Atmendriya priti vancha, to act in a way to try to make oneself happy, that is like lust. But Krishnendriya priti vancha tari prem nam, to try to please Krishna's indriya. Indriya means like senses. That is prem. The uninterrupted flow of activities, anukulyena Krishna anushilanam, to please Krishna in a favorable way to Krishna that never is broken. That is uttama bhakti, and when it's not covered by gyan, karma, when it's free of ulterior desires, anyabhilash tushunyam, jnana karma dinavritam, then that is uttama bhakti. So that is prem. Krishnendriya priti vancha tari prem nam. The gopis, through all their senses, they're always serving Krishna, trying to please Krishna in a way that is favorable for Krishna, like in an uninterrupted flow, like a stream of honey. When you pour from a big jug of honey, liquid honey, there's no break. So that is Prem or Bhakti Yoga, pure Bhakti Yoga, Uttama Bhakti. Uttama Bhakti is non-different from love for Krishna. Okay? So we have 5 more minutes. So what are the 4 kinds of anarthas then? Do we know? First anartha, because there's 4 main categories. In those categories, there's many more categories. The 4 main branches. So first one is Swarup Brahm. Swarup Brahm means having forgotten the true self. Swarup, or the true form or nature of the self. Swarup means your nature, your form, your real personality, who you truly are. Like everyone thinks, who am I? Like when you have a kid who's going to school, you say, what do you want to be when you grow up? Or who do you want to be? What do you want to be? And they're thinking like who you are is tied together with what you're going to do as a job. That's who you are. Oh, you're a carpenter. Oh, you're an architect. Oh, you're going to be this, that, doctor, lawyer, judge. That is all upadi, false designation upon the self. And we accept these upadis, false designations upon the self, and then we forget who we truly are. That is called Swarup Brahm. We have forgotten our true nature. We've forgotten who we truly are. Who are we truly? Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Mamai Vangso Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. We are the part and parcel of Krishna. We are inseparable from Krishna, but we have gone separate from him, therefore we are suffering. We are Krishna's Vibhinangsa Tattva. We are inseparable from him. Like we are one small part of that complete whole. Like a spark of that complete fire. But that spark is drifted away from the fire into Maya, into darkness. And therefore that spark's brilliance, illumination, and heat has gone dark. Like a spark going away from the fire. And therefore we are suffering away from Krishna. So to come back to Krishna is to become Krishna antarmukh. To look towards Krishna, to come towards Krishna. That is how we can start the process of Bhakti Yoga. On Swami Prabhupada's magazines, he wrote back to Godhead. Means to look towards Krishna, become focused towards Krishna. And therefore he started the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. How do you look towards Krishna? Become conscious of Krishna, think about Krishna. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mama vaisasi satam te pratijana some sme. That always think about Krishna. That is the process to go back towards Krishna. Okay? So many subjects. So Swarup Brahm. Then second one, Asat Trishna. So when you forget who you truly are, then you develop many Trishna. Trishna means a thirst or desire for what is Asat. Because already you made a mistake about who you are. Your assumption, your basic assumption is wrong, incorrect. So now everything you build upon that assumption is incorrect. The platform is incorrect. Like if you're making a math equation. The first principle is incorrect, then everything is incorrect. You may have many other parts that are right, but the basis is wrong, everything is wrong. So we made Swarup Brahm, then Asat Trishna means we have so many desires and thirst for that which is false. Asat Trishna, then the third is Hridaya Durbalya. Because we're always desiring these temporary false things, asat things, then our heart becomes very weak. Hridaya Durbalya. Hridaya means heart and Durbalya means weakness. Hridaya Durbalyam, and then the last one is Aparad, offenses. We commit offenses because of weakness of heart. So we'll go more in depth into these categories and we'll discuss anarthas and Srimad Bhagavatam more tomorrow. Vanchakapatribhya kripasindhubhya pritanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. 19 minutes.